So, hi everyone. Happy to be with you today. I will run you through kind of a very simple customer journey where an end user is actually using a support portal trying to answer a question and self-serve all the way to could not find a solution and have to contact an agent. That agent will be using Genesys, and I will show you how the Coveo can power the Genesys experience as well. So on the screen here, what you see, this is one of our demo instance. It's called Barca. Barca is a fake bolting company. They sell GPS, surfboard, that kind of thing, everything relating to water sport. So as a customer of Barca, I just, purchased a new application. So I want to see how can I download new maps so I can better navigate during my summer trips. Everything that you see on that screen is built on top of the Coveo Visual Library. So really, this is a fully powered by Coveo search interface, support interface, where actually we deliver self-service. So as a customer, I'm trying to how to download the map. So let me ask how to download map for my software. The name is Skipper, so it's my trip planner software. How to download map. First thing, again, every search bar powered by Coveo, they come with type ahead, query suggestions. All of that it's delivered with machine learning that we've been building at Coveo for like pretty much 15 years now. So let me enter the query how to download map for Skipper. We end up onto that very rich answer page, support pages, where as a customer, I can actually, look through the different documentation or kind of, information that comes from many different sources that my company might have into its ecosystem, whether it be video, knowledge-based article, discussion posts, etc. All of those documents are within the Coveo index, and they are all accessible at the same time through the same interface. On top of it, every filters and feature that allows you to slice and dice the current search results. So for instance, if I look on the or discussion or documentation, I can just filter down the answer. But what you see in the screen here, it's our new generative answering model, and this is core to the old solution here, and that it will even extend to Genesys. Basically, we are delivering that kind of answer based on your own internal secured content. So pretty much that answer here has been generated with your own in-house documentation. So it's really grounded into factual knowledge, so we minimize hallucination, etc. So this is kind of the way we will be supporting self-service. We will be supporting customer when they're trying to self-serve. But let's go all the way to Genesys. Let's say that I download a map, it works, I follow those step by step. Let me open my software, Barca Skipper. So this is where I would like to download the map, etc. So I'm trying to do that. And let's say that I end up with another issue. Bottom right corner, and this is another Coveo interface called the in-product experience. So again, we are making sure that the user can actually self-serve as much as possible. But just let's fast forward a little bit. For whatever reason, the customer could not find a solution. It needs to contact an agent. So what we've done when we're clicking on chat with us is this is the Genesys web messenger interface that we kind of integrated, and it's just to get a conversation going, so we can have an agent interaction. So let's say that I type in, I need help, please, and I hit enter. So automatically, I'm going to be transferred to the Genesys Cloud platform. It's ringing here. I answer the call. And again, that could be done through an over-the-phone discussion or through a chat, just like that. So now I'm playing both roles, the end user and the service agent. Top right corner here in the Genesys console, you have access to the Coveo for Genesys help interface. In that case, everything will stay within the Genesys interfaces. So again, when we're talking about reducing average handle time, making sure that the service agent are as much informed as possible, that they do not have to switch context. So we are delivering all the knowledge the agent needs right within the Genesys interface, so it can actually serve the customer as easily as possible. So let's say that, can I help you? And basically, let's imagine that the customer is having a never go 22 messages. So again, a service agent, there is, they might not be fully trained. They might not know everything that has to do with a specific issue. So let's say that I have error code 22. Let's ask Coveo for an answer regarding that. So in that case, we will be using exactly the same machine learning model, but it will be using only agent accessible kind of knowledge. For in that case, so if I'm it's the first time I know I heard about the error code 22 error, I might not be fully up to speed with how to fix that. So basically, the service agent can ask the Coveo interface, look if there is a step-by-step to fix that kind of issue. If there is documentation, it should be reading, etc. So as you can, so I can actually, I could log to that document, but the point being that, like, as a service agent, I can either find a solution as quickly as possible, look at other kind of documentation, and if that answer makes sense, rather like it could be over the phone or like just by typing it, I can just copy and paste that answer right into the conversation with my customer. And as you see, this is a way to quickly find answer, a way to quickly solve a case or solve a situation with a customer. That interface that you're seeing on the right-hand side actually support all of the Coveo feature, such as content filtering, tab, so you can pretty much create different tab for different kind of source of content, etc. And all of those things you even have, like copy to chat and copy to clipboard. So let's say I would like my customer to actually look at this documentation here. I can quickly paste the link right within the chat. And as simple as that, by making sure that the service agent have access to external content securely for whatever source it could be right within Genesys, this is something that just like shave a little bit of average handle time. So let's say that I'm fully done, the customer is happy, and then I can close the conversation. So this is from a functional perspective, from an agent perspective, but what about the administrator, the service center administrator that actually managed the whole Genesys solution? So that whole interface, and maybe I should just start another one just to show it properly, but basically, let me just bring that up again. There we go. So that interface here that you see on the right-hand side is fully created and configured through the Coveo administrator admin platform. So right within Coveo, as you see on my screen here, you create an insight panel. That insight panel is readily available here. So the Genesys one, and you can just click edit interface. And that interface that you see here is exactly the same one here. So pretty much from an admin perspective, you do not have to open Genesys and make any source code modification. Everything is managed within the Coveo platform. So you can easily configure that insight panel to actually link to specific source of content where your documentation resides, and make all the ranking and boosting rules and filtering rules that you need to make sure that your service agent has the latest and greatest documentation. You can enable machine learning, you can add filtering option, etc., etc. You can add, every result action and feature needed to, configure that interface as much as needed. Then to take action, every interface that are powered by Coveo actually are tracking usage analytics, which means that we are providing right within the Coveo platform all the reporting tools that the Genesys admin can use on top of these other reporting feature to actually make sure that like everything that happened within the Coveo Power interface, the metrics are looking good, what kind of documentation are being looked at, etc., etc. So we are offering a pretty wide, pretty complete reporting platform where you can build the kind of dashboard that you need. You can, slice and dice by agent, by session, etc. So really to provide the agent administrator, director, all the tools and the visibility it needs on the performance. Is the documentation being well used? Does their agent are finding what they're looking for, etc. So really, this is just a small subset of the Coveo capabilities, but for Genesys, it really kind of fill a requirement gap in terms of like bringing external content as easily as possible within the Genesys ecosystem. Finally, our application is available onto the Genesys App Foundry. Our integration has been fully reviewed by and approved by Genesys. So pretty much you can go there, contact us, and you can get access to that package seamlessly. And then you install it inside your Genesys platform. You link it to your Coveo platform, and there you go. As simple as that, you have Coveo for Genesys.